conclusion jumpers. Let's skip that topic. I just learned that the DOJ approved some businesses and then didn't actually finish their job.
I saw that too.
Yeah, I saw Bill's tweet and that freaked me out a little bit because I was like, where the fuck did you find 20 businesses to approve? So I imagine that's just,
I'm just taking credit for him. Yeah, no, I'm just taking credit for him, brother. That's all I'm doing.
No, perfectly fine. But that spurred me to look at it, and some of these businesses have been sitting on DOJ's desk for like, I think 2 months.
Yeah, it ain't good. The whole business, we got to find a workaround for the whole DOJ bullshit because we should just approve shit and be able to set them up ourselves. Honestly, that's what we should be doing.
Yeah,
the DOJ
I
is
agree.
just, it's an added step that isn't even necessary. Why even submit business applications to us in the first place if they have to review them?
I don't know. I mean, and these people are fucking incompetent. I'm not going to go too deep down this rabbit hole because I might lose my mind.
I gotcha.
I was out yesterday, but Tuesday during the LSPD meeting, as per usual, you have a bunch of like fucking marshals lined up, right? Like watching. And I've been hearing them say like dumb shit for like a minute now, where they come up onto the podium and give like a do your job moment. But the thing is, like, nobody knows who the fuck they are, blah, blah, blah. It just comes across as condescending, right? And it's funny, too, with the amount of shit that they've said in the past. Espinosa goes up and he says something about like yabba dabba do how you do a certain charge, right? And he pretty much infers that if someone is selling drugs, you automatically have PC to do the arrest, right? But I don't know if it's because he doesn't know how to string words together and understands basic grammar, but like the way he put it would have gotten a lot of cops illegally arresting people, or not illegally arresting people, but like giving them the wrong charges. So I pulled.
Yeah, I believe that.
I asked, he brought it up again. And so in the meeting, I'm like, why don't you just like hold a training session if you think people are doing something like wrong? Like, why are you just saying that you automatically get PC for this shit? People are going to get fucked up on, like out as citizens. And I'm like, why don't you just like train them on this thing if you think it's a problem? And this marshal named Anna comes up and she goes, we're just oversight. We don't train people. And I'm like, then what the fuck are you doing standing up there telling people how to do shit if you're not willing to show them how to do it? And it turned into an entire fucking thing. And so I'm on a fucking.
What are they doing then? I don't understand. I mean,
is
their job oversight or to help develop the PD? I don't understand like what their job is, because I wouldn't be telling the PD how to do fucking shit. Fuck them. I would be trying to catch them doing shit wrong.
They said there were oversight in some, I forgot what other thing. They're pretty much, I don't think they understand these English words. Like, they said there were oversight and some other shit, but all of it implies that they have a duty to train. Like, right? Like, how do you tell someone that you need to do something, but then you don't show them how to do it? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
All it does is causes confusion. Yeah, it's never good.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Look, that's why everything should come with an example. You know what I mean? People need that example. You can't just give... Unfortunately, these motherfuckers are too stupid. You can't just tell them how to establish anything. You need to actually give them an example on how things are properly established, so that there's a baseline of understanding. You know, they don't understand it.
The reason I brought up that example is I am fucking sick of people looking at other people's plate and telling them how to fucking like cut their goddamn meat.
That's how it goes.
When they don't fucking do their own shit. Why the fuck are these things approved? Why the fuck it's just a pattern of shit, and I'm gonna start killing people.
Honestly, not a bad idea. I'll join you on that. But here's the thing too that we gotta talk about. I think the EMS and the doctors are going to be a huge problem for me with getting that hospital up and running. I'm going to be honest. I've sat down with command from EMS.
Yep.
I've sat down with
Veronica.
The state is. Yeah, I talked to Veronica, and I was just
what happened?
like, well, I mean, here's the thing. It's just making me realize that I can't work with these people, so I'm probably just going to turn it into a private practice and put someone in charge of it. But then again, I run into another issue because the only person in the legislation or constitution that can give people jobs as like a medical license is the state is Nia Nashville. So it's like
wait,
she thinks I'm
wait, she
yeah,
can?
she's the only person. That's like her job, is she oversees medical licenses for doctors and shit. That's her job.
Oh, like you're sure about
really
that,
in
right?
charge is Derek. Derek's in charge of everything.
That's
but,
yeah.
Derek Shaw.
I'm being a little hesitant in agreeing with you here, Pred, because in the past, I've heard Derek is a shadow entity that does everything.
Yeah, I need to talk to him. But yeah, I'm having
Get your
I gotta
email
tell
ready.
I'm having issues getting this
Yeah.
getting this hospital up and running. I really think all right, I think what we should do is this.
Yeah.
All right. After we get done this meeting, I think we should meet with Justice Angel. All right. We'll have a coy conversation about how we want to just skip the DOJ involvement in the business process. Like, we just approve it, and then they just handle the rest. You know, I mean, it's it'll be a much faster process.
Yeah, but Pred, it's not like. Listen, we can talk to her. Like, I'm down to talk to her, but like, you understand this is an IT thing, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's like we just approve it, and then they don't have to go over it. They can just
they
set
don't
up the business account.
No. So, sorry, I may have misspoke earlier. They literally do not do anything other than hit a button today. But the problem is that these dumb fucks in the DOJ, right? And they fall into the same bucket. All this fucking like bullshit that what happened was they gave the approval shit, put it in the hands of another judge, but these fucking dumb fucks never told them how to do it. So what is happening here is another judge, like Weiss or something, probably went, oh, okay, let me go ahead and approve. But they never fucking told them that they got to go and create it now, too. So now there's this, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I got you. So there's a backlog. All right, I get you. So that's what's causing the backlog.
That's exactly it. So.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So they don't do anything. It's just for some fucking dumb reason, like they got to go hit the button on their end and then just hit approve. In fact.
So they're not the ones setting up the business accounts. They're not the ones setting up that shit then.
I think there's some kind of computer shit that they got to press on this that does it automatically, but only the power is invested in them and their computer system allows them to do it.
All right. Well, we really got to figure out how to get these processes moving quick. You know what I mean? Because this shit don't work for me. I mean, legislation process, all this, there's tons of it.
Yeah. What's anything you good from after yesterday? How did the fucking shit with Bruce have sort out?
I only took care of a few things yesterday. I put up like 3 pieces of legislation. I'm going to put up another few things tonight. I'm going to put up another. What I'm trying to do is, all right, I got a plan. I'm not going to just dump everything immediately. If I dump everything immediately, I think people will expect that to be the constant, right? It's an unattainable level of work. So basically what I'm doing is I got a bunch of stuff, but I'm just kind of dumping it in, you know, every day dumping a few, every day dumping one. You know, I feel like that'll be enough for people to see that shit's going on. Because I'm not trying to, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to fight with the BCSO or the DOJ the whole time. I'm just trying to get these processes going or fight with the EMS and the doctors.
You're not wanting to. Oh.
I mean, I'm not wanting to, but I will. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
I'm trying to be coy to the best that I can, but I mean,
it's just
once things get to a certain point, then
they're gonna be fine.
No
you're gonna throw a swing, and these motherfuckers are gonna be swinging for the next 3 months. I'm telling you right now. Just be ready.
Well, it's fine because I got you next to me, and if we swing together, it's a lot more powerful.
Oh yeah.
Especially, I mean, the influence that we have. I mean, we could spread word around the whole town as to why things aren't getting done right, and then the people will be pointing fingers at them, saying, "Oh, I know why shit ain't getting done right. Shit ain't getting done right because of this, this, and that."
Yep, very true. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think
we'll figure it out.
I think your plan makes a lot of sense in terms of like not dumping it all at once.
Yep.
But okay. All right, well, that's good.
I
I was afraid I was gonna not being here yesterday. I was gonna come back to a fucking shit show. You know what I mean?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't around that long yesterday either. So I just took
Oh,
care
yeah.
of a few things, met with my team, and then went about my business. That's all.
All right, that's good, man. Okay.
Thing is, I'm having a big issue with. I'm probably having the same issue that you're having. Not enough property. That's why I have something that is important. I'm going to be getting this up tonight, and I'll show it to you later on. But it's the Blaine County Legal Enforcement of Eminent Domain Law legislation.
Oh, shit.
And if I want you to, before I post it, I want you to read it, go over it.
Okay.
And then tell me if this is something that you would sign off to, because then we can make it state law. You don't want to do eminent domain stuff?
And I'm going to tell you why. So about 2 months ago,
okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Eminent domain is when you take back property, right? Let me actually, you know what? Let me go back on it, because I'm kind of jumping the conclusions here.
It was the thing we talked about where it's like we give them the opportunity to rent it out. We either speed run the process of them getting their business running. If they're not getting anything done, then we buy it off them. And if they don't agree to any of that, then we just take it.
Here,
give them what it's worth.
Okay, it is that. So the amount of shit I had to deal with over just getting taxes in place for the stall people, not worth it. Not worth the headache.
Then we'll never be able to get businesses going.
It's been way too much of the voter base that has the vast majority of the voter base owns these things. And so it doesn't inherently make sense to piss them off when there's so much other shit that needs to go down.
Well, that's why it's like the whole process is like the eminent domain part where you actually take it is not the, that's like and that's like step 4, step 5 type shit. You know what I mean? It's more about us trying to focus on getting them up and running.
Yeah.
Same with scraps. I realize that that's an issue for some people too. Scraps ain't done efficiently neither. Yeah.
So here's how here's the way I like kind of chop up the formula in my head. Is what we're trying to do more important than the consequence of it? For me, there's enough properties down south that like I have less of that issue, and knowing which businesses. Here's the thing, even if let's say there was 10 other properties down here, right, the reality of the matter is that, and this is why I'm doing this mall thing, is that these people that want businesses, number one, there's not actually that many people looking for property. The problem is the residentials. These people that want to set up businesses, right? I'm sure there's only a handful left. They, number one, don't actually need the commercial property because it doesn't do anything for them. Number two, people aren't even using these commercial properties for business. It's kind of like they're blowing smoke up our ass.
Well, then most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this legislation passed, and then if it ends up working good, it ends up working good. And if it doesn't, then I'll just get rid of it. No, I'm gonna talk to everybody before I start doing that shit. I just want to be ahead of the curve though on like getting it approved.
Yeah, like I think that's a good idea. And let me look at it before I make a decision. It's just this is an area, like when it comes to commercial property, this is an area where I went through a fucking massive headache, and it's just something I'm just not interested in. You know what I mean? Like I want full fucking, like my full on focus is this term is lawyers for civil action against cops, the mall, and that's kind of, and then just fucking around. I'm gonna be honest.
I sent it on over to you, just your eyes only.
Okay. Let me take a look.
I got another thing that I'm looking to do where Listen, the way I look at it, we got a ton of fucking money. We got a ton of stuff in the evidence lockers of PDs from shit that don't matter. All right, and I'm looking to go as far as if there's guns in there, redistributing them to the public so they can get arrested with them again type shit. I don't give a fuck.
I think that's revisiting firearms.
Mm-hmm. I was looking to get a firearms business up and going. That would be state ran, where we, could sell guns to people that have licenses or not. Depends on who's running it.
I don't see why civilians aren't able to reappropriate these firearms for their own use.
Well, it's a constitution. It says they can only own one gun. That's what it says in our constitution, or the legislation for that shit.
The legislation or the constitution?
I'd have to double check. It's been a while since I read it.
I think we should take a look. I do think we should see if there's a feasibility for civilians to own Class 2 firearms.
I don't think it's in the Constitution. Maybe it is just a legislation. I don't know which one it would be.
I would do yourself a favor. There's an application called Obsidian, and I would copy every piece of legislation and throw it in there, and it will let you actually search every document for keywords.
Oh, okay, I got you. That's good.
Yeah, because the way that this shit is set up, it ain't the move. You can never find anything, right? Because you gotta like fucking scroll through like wrong. Fucking 30, 40 pieces of documents.
Well, I got another thing too that I want to get up and running.
All right,
I'll let you know more about it later on.
Okay.
I gotta figure out the legality of something.
Yeah. I'm gonna be out for probably, I assume, a week. It could be less.
All right.
I'm going to.
Who do I talk to from your office, or is it just your office is gonna be?
I'd say let Michael know, and I'll still be available through him or whatever. But
all right, yeah, I can do that.
But over the next week, is there anything that like you need from me on my end?
No, I'm good. Weapons, and I found it. Weapons and driver's license legislation.
Yep.
It's a legislation. Only firearm permitted under this license is an M1911. Ownership of any other firearm is strictly prohibited. I mean, if you get it documented, I think it should be okay.
I mean, why don't we contest? I mean, we can contest it.
Yeah, we can. M19 may only be used for self-defense and lawful recreational shooting. M1911 may not be modified. Registered. All right, here it is. The registered owner may only have or slash
no, I'm
own
doing a
one
tuckathon
registered firearm at a time. This includes on their person or in storage. Violating this restriction opens the owner to criminal possession of a Class 1 firearm charges for every registered firearm. So yeah, I found it.
What are your what's on the top of your priority? You know what I mean? Like, where do you like where's like what are the big pieces you want to get done?
I'm looking into acquiring a massive warehouse that I can open up to public usage for businesses. Almost like turn it into like a joint warehouse between these individuals where they can operate out of it. So people who don't have access to that type of shit. So the plan is for people to either A, rent a business or B, buy a business. But buying a business is going to be hard. But if I can get a couple businesses to rent out, which I already talked about before I got in office, then I can also be like, hey, I got a warehouse nearby in Polito that you can operate out of too, near your business. You can keep your stuff there. You can do stuff there. You can grow stuff there. Also, I talked to, what's his name? Tommy Cuso. You know this guy?
Yeah.
Trying to get the food bank going too, so that we can, I don't know if we're going to be able to get machines that chop food up, but if we can get a business where people can drop shit off at the food bank, people will chop it up for them.
Yeah, he's been, his shit. He's a very he's gonna be he is the guy that came to mind when we were talking about you know,
He's a business guy.
He is. He operates in both counties. He's got like the whole trucking thing. And when I think of like crime getting propped up so that, you know, it goes back to you should legalize moonshine up north.
Yeah, it's the plan because I'm going to do the another thing that's on the list after this basic stuff gets up there is going to be the grow op for the dispensary. But then I need the warehouse for that. You know what I mean? So we can get have people do contract bids.
Yep.
That's why what I might do is I might just, I mean, I know some groups already, people won't like it, but I already know that some groups already own a warehouse and be like, hey, give me $5 million. You can operate this for 2 months, something like that, a couple months.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're kind of, okay. So
I need to get money because, brother, I am not making any money up north. I have.
Oh, I know. So let me run it back, all right, Fred, and what I'm trying to, because I'm trying to like, you've got a bunch of ideas, right? But
yeah,
I would take 3 of those and make sure you fucking fuck the shit out of that, like in a good way.
That's the plan.
Right?
Yep, that's the plan. That's why I'm focusing on the business stuff.
To me, why I bring up moonshine is there is no money in weed, right? Like, I got all that dispensary shit done, but that's just to make fucking motherfuckers happy. You ain't getting money out of that, right? Unless you're like very much going to be hands-on on illegal distribution of marijuana.
Yeah, people don't deal drugs like they used to.
Exactly. But like, just straight up legalize moonshine and put it
I'm
fucking
in a meeting,
tax
Grandpa.
on it.
I got to call you back. All right, will do. Bye, Grandpa.
Like, brother, literally legalize manufacturing of moonshine with a business license. You don't need a building. You do it outside. And you make them pay you a fucking tax. People are going to buy the moonshine to do it illegally, right? And I'll go and sell some liquor licenses over here, right? And we'll have like a whole thing, like, you know, oh yeah, they buy some moonshine and they go fucking sell it at the stall. Like, fuck all this other shit that needs buildings, right? Because I'm gonna just tell it to you straight, right? These people, okay. Going back to that video I told you about, democracy, everyone wants it, but the problem is people are retarded, right? People are coming to you and saying that they need this and need this. It's literally all bullshit. I learned that over the last 3 months. All this shit people are telling you they want, they don't actually want it. They think they want it. They ain't gonna do shit with it. You know what they want? They want money. So you let them fucking make the moonshine up north. You literally, like, they'll produce like $5 million of moonshine.
$50,000 a week, or because I know how much money that moonshine shit makes, bro.
Yeah, fucking tell them 20%.
Well, then I gotta monitor them, and I just want them to fucking pay me a lump sum.
I bet that is so fucking easy to do, where they have to register where they make the moonshine, right? You can so easily monitor it and see if they're scamming you. Like, it's so easy to track it. Bruh, you just tell them to put it on a fucking Excel sheet. And think about how many they're going to be able to place down and freely just make endless amounts of moonshine. You think they're not going to give you 20%?
All right, I'll go to the drawing board on that because I do think it is a good idea. I was going to legalize moonshine eventually. It just wasn't on the priority list.
Bro, fuck priority. That's going to be fucking sick. Listen, like, imagine this is the spot with the moonshine and, like, you designate a general area and they can put their stills down and they mock that shit or whatever the fuck it is, right? Right? All you need is one person to go through and you'll know right away whether they're fucking lying to you because it takes a fucking hour to cook anyways. Like, you don't have to sit there. It's going to be fucking obvious if they're bullshitting you. They mock up, like, you look at the thing and it's like...
So we legalize moonshine in the north, keep it
illegal down here.
Illegal in the south. Okay,
yes.
Perfect. And then you could sell liquor licenses to businesses to stock up on moonshine, so that then there could be a legal transport of them.
Yes.
Okay,
because
that actually will get the ball rolling on a lot of shit.
You'd want the business up north to have a clean, hey, we're selling some of this down here or whatever type shit, right? I mean, listen, I don't have the full vision, right? But
no,
you get the
get
general notion of this, right?
Yeah, they verify it with, you know, the government in the north. All right, they bring it to the warlord's office. They let us know how many they have, how much they're making, what 20% is. All right, and then they document everything on an Excel sheet or some bullshit, and then they fucking pay up.
Yes. But if you don't want to do 20% and make it a lump sum, so be it.
Fuck it.
But
I just think lump sum's easier to do with, because then I can just be like, hey, 100 grand, you get to fucking grow moonshine make moonshine every 2 weeks. I
wanted 20% off these stalls making millions of dollars. Or no, not even 20. I think it was like 10%. And literally the city lost their mind. So
yeah, I can see why, because that fucking Senior Buns food court ain't making money like it used to. I mean, even the Big Dog Noodle doesn't really make that much money anymore, even though they have like $1 million in sales a week.
Where I'm trying to go with this is, if you start with, hey, you can do as much as you want at 20%, you're never going to be able to raise it again. Make sure you start at a high number. Bringing things down is easy.
Down than it is
Exactly.
Yep, I'm aware. Oh, hold on. Forehead's calling. What's up, big dog? What is it? Where do you want me to go? All right. Where do you want me to head to? Can I bring Nino? All right. Where do you want me to come to, big dog? My ping's 444. All right. Bye, buddy. Forehead wants to show us something.
Okay.
Knowing Forehead, it's going to be something crazy.
Yeah. Let's do it. You got. I'm. If you don't want to do moonshine right now, like don't feel like I'm
I think here's the thing. You're making a valid point. Like I'm just gonna be real with you. It's about getting things that get the ball rolling and making money. And that'll be a lot easier than me saying I want to start up the Northern Federal Reserve and get all the gold bars put into a fucking vault.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just, and this eminent domain thing, like, listen, brother, like, I just taking things away from
you were on board. You were on board before, because I mean, there's not really a system around it.
I mean, I was on board with you doing it, not so much signing on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Because
I was never really like there with that one. That was the one thing that just doesn't like, you got to keep in mind, right? I've done this for 3 months. I witnessed how much people cry over losing shit that they feel that they have unlimited ownership of. You know what I mean? And I don't want to listen to any of that fucking crying. I'm gonna be real. It's
I'll listen to it. Fuck it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, my thought process is we don't live in a perfect world, and if people ain't gonna utilize shit, then something's got to be done about it. You know what I mean? It's just that simple.
I'm with you on that, but like, who's the beneficiary of it? That's my other end, right?
The city.
Like, yeah, but like, who in particular?
Good. Let's get in my car.